Hello champions, how are you doing? Well, today in this video, I'm going to be answering this question. What percentage of my turnover should I spend in marketing and sales? You may have another version of this question. What percentage of my turnover should I spend in compensation, my wage bill? If these are the questions buzzing in your head, this video is absolutely for you. Keep watching. Welcome back champions. My name is Hardik and I make videos to help your company grow. If you think what I say makes sense and if you feel that a conversation with me, a one-to-one conversation with me can help you troubleshoot some of your business challenges, then all you need to do is go onto my website, scroll down, click on the relevant section where you have challenges, answer a few questions, and there you will be able to book a one-time free consultation call with me. If you want to know how these calls look like, well, there is going to be a link that will appear somewhere here. If you're on Facebook and looking at this video, you would see it in the description box. So go check that out and you will know what kind of conversation you can expect from me. Today, we are going to be talking about what percentage of your turnover, in fact, I'm going to be answering that question. What percentage of your turnover should you spend on compensation or marketing or sales or any other thing? So before I go into the examples to explain you how to go about doing this, I must tell you this is a wrong way of looking at things, specifically from the financial angle for your business. These ways of looking at things will restrict you to spend on the right things, and that will in fact become a hindrance to your growth. So now let's jump into the examples to understand this very well. Alright guys, so here's an example. I have taken an example of company A. Let's call it company A. Now this company A is manufacturing, let's say 100 units of whatever product that they are into. They do this 100 units by employing 20 people. Now, all these 20 people are paid at the rate of 1 rupees per person. So every person, let's assume the compensation is just 1 rupee. Then the total compensation for 20 people will become 20 rupees. And now, let's say the sales price of each unit is just 1 rupee. So that means that all the 100 units manufactured is totally 100 rupees worth of product manufactured. Now they are able to sell only 80% of the units that they manufactured, which means the turnover is going to be at 1 rupee, 80 rupees. And with this turnover, if you take 20 rupees as a compensation to create that 100 products, then the wage percentage is 25%. Now let's look at another comparison to understand this better. So I've taken another team, that is team B. Now team B is able to do 150 products manufactured, the same products. Now they are also employing 20 people and they also are giving 20 rupees in total as compensation. Their sales price per unit is also exactly the same, 1 rupee. But they are able to make 100% sale of whatever they produce. Therefore, the turnover is 150 rupees. And there the wage percentage is 13%. Now, the wage percentage has changed in spite of the company B manufacturing the same product, employing the same number of people and giving the same kind of wages. Simply because the units sold here is 80 and here is 100. Also, if you see the number of units manufactured for team B happens to be 150, whereas number of units manufactured with team A happens to be 100. So what really changed here? Well, let's put this into perspective and understand what possibly could have changed. Number one, the team A had a rework of 20 units. So they had to rework the 20 units again because there was some defect or maybe they were not worked well. It did not come out the way it should have come out. So they had to spend double the time in making those 20 units. There also was a delay because the employees did not come on time or the employees did not stay for the full shift. There was attrition in the company because some people thought, oh, I'm doing a lot of work, but I'm not getting the rewards for it. There is no growth. So they left the company. There were also defects because everything is handmade and people kind of didn't understand how to do it right. There was no quality check. So there were defects. So those products got returned. The result is that if all of these would not have happened, Team A would also have produced 150 products. Now, when it comes to sales, also the total units sold is 80. Why? Because Team A was waiting for customers to come to them and place orders, whereas Team B analyzed the situation and figured out which customers are more likely to buy the product if they pitch it to them proactively. They went proactively to those prospects seeking orders, and the result is they sold 100% of the products that they manufactured. So if you see this, there are too many factors that cause the wage percentages to change, and this is why I say there is no benchmark to how much you should spend out of your turnover on your wages, or how much should you spend on marketing from your turnover. All you got to do is optimize on those spends. So what you should be looking at is making an MIS like this and then figuring out what can I do to optimize my manufacturing. How can I get more work done out of the same resources? Now, when I say this, I don't mean you have one resource who's doing everything. I mean to say if your resource is positioned to do sales, then he only should do sales. But if he's doing 10 sales, how can you empower him to do 20 sales? Now, when I say empower, I again don't mean push them, ask them to do it and not give them a way to do it. No, what I mean by empower is show them the way, give them the tools, CRM, techniques, strategies, so that they can do more in the limited time that they have than they currently do. If you're into manufacturing, invest in machines which can help you produce more. And that is what is going to help you derive more out of the same number of resources, and therefore reduce your percentage spend on each item that you have. Maybe it is wage, maybe it is marketing, maybe it is sales, maybe it is operations. If you are optimally utilizing your resources, that is where the growth will come. The growth will not come if you're looking at a benchmark and trying to stick to it. Now, friends, that you've gone through the examples that we discussed, I'm sure what you're going to do next is draw up a report to understand where, how much are you spending, and thereabout go to optimize it, rather than looking for a benchmark and then restrict your spend on the right things because you got to adhere to the benchmark. I hope this video will help you weed out all the roadblocks that get created to the growth and instead help you propel. If you like this video, do hit a big fat thumbs up. Share this video with all of your business friends because they will all need to optimize their spend during this pandemic. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, show your love to the red button so that every time I do a video like this, chances are I'm answering one of the questions that's in your head. You don't want to miss them. So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you are the first one to get notified about this video. Don't hesitate to go on to my website and seek a one-to-one call with me. Until we meet next time, keep learning, keep implementing, and my dear friends, keep propelling.